Hey guys, how it's going? Welcome back. It's good to see you guys again. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream with all the stuff that Coach Cole brought to you the last couple of hours. It's my turn to kind of like interviewing a few people and just to check out what's going on in terms of the happenings of the Expo. I'm here to introduce you Raymond from Veriswap, and it's great to have you here. So for those, especially for us as Canadian collectors who are maybe not familiar with Veriswap, if you want to share like how did Veriswap start and kind of what kind of services that you guys provide?
Sure. So Veriswap is an app for swapping cards. Our mission is to allow people to basically attend trade night wherever they are, whenever possible. I came up with this idea because personally, I was a big card trader in 2020, 2021. Every weekend I'd go to shows, kind of like trade a lot. When I wasn't at shows, I would buy, sell, and trade on Facebook. And unfortunately, I realized that two things: like people really like trading, like trade nights are always packed to the gills, and second, like scamming happens a lot in the hobby, right? So my kind of initial mission was to create something that I wanted that would hopefully prevent me from getting scammed, and then glad to see that it's grown a lot and like other people have been using Veriswap to protect themselves as well.
So walk us through the process. So how does this work? Say I'm a person who wants to trade a card with someone I met with on Facebook or wherever, and the other part is like, what? They're obviously we don't know each other.
Yep.
The trust isn't built yet. So how does Veriswap's services come into play?
Yeah, that's a good question. So Veriswap Veriswap is a marketplace that has its own cards actually. So the way it would work is you download our app in the App Store. We're live in Canada as of a week ago.
Congratulations.
You upload your cards. Once you upload your cards, you can offer your cards in exchange for other people's cards, as well as add cash to the trade. You go back and forth to negotiate with your trade partner, and once the deal is agreed upon, both parties ship to the Veriswap hub, where we verify and we inspect everything to make sure that the packages contain what they say they contain, and then once that process is done, we'll ship them out to your trade partner.
Cool. So now that kind of like launched in Canada, because you guys have been doing it for many years in the US, so kind of, I guess, voices for why now, here now in Canada, and kind of what are your goals that you want to do now that you're here in Canada as well too?
Yeah, for sure. So Canada is really important to us, and the main reason why Canada is important is because I've talked with a lot of Canadian collectors over the years, and such as Carlos, Jeremy Lee, and we've noticed that like there's a huge passion and unmet need in the hobby, and that especially for like cross-border transactions, right? Like I think the whole issue and security of shipping cards across borders, trading with someone that you don't know. It's a problem in America, but across borders it's even a larger issue, right? So for me, that's really important because I want to make sure that trading is safe and that people can conduct trades with peace of mind and know that they're going to get the cards that they say they traded for.
So do you feel this is more catered to high-end cards, or like, because someone might ask, well, my cards are about like $50, is this something that I should get into and using your services as well too, or it's more focused on guys with the $50,000 cards or something?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we want our trade service to be open to collectors of all types. Currently, we have a range of cards. Cards have to be at least $10 in order for them to be listed on the platform, but we have cards up to a couple $100,000 listed on our platform.
Awesome. You brought up a great point about in terms of the scamming issues. Like I've seen a lot in different like Facebook groups and a lot of community groups where sports cards, TCGs, I guess any time where there's money or things of worth being transacted, it brings out a lot of scammers. So how would you say to like the everyday guy kind of like feel safe with using Veriswap for these purposes to like how do you see Veriswap to alleviate a lot more of these scamming issues that kind of plagues the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So we increase safety by two ways. First, by reducing the scamming issue, right? We do not ship the packages out until we have both sides. We verify that everything is 100% okay before we ship and package them to the right receiver. The second way we help with safety is that we cover all insurance, right? So in our 1%, 1.5% fee, we cover insurance on both legs of the shipment. So if something gets lost, we'll pay out 100% of the proceeds.
So what you also provide is also that peace of mind that's going to be shipped well in a timely manner, with the great customer service, that kind of thing that you want to kind of bring into the Canadian market to Canadian collectors.
Exactly, yeah. We want to make sure that you actually get the cards that you trade for, right? We don't want it to be a maybe. We want people to be 100% certain that they get the cards that they trade for on the app.
Awesome. So, what do you want to tell them in terms of how to find you guys? I know you mentioned the app, but anything that you want to share before we go?
Yeah, sure. So you can find us in the App Store. Like I said, we're now live in the Canadian App Store. You can just look us up on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. And my emails are always open for suggestions, comments. If you want to come in and introduce yourself, my email is raymond@veriswap.com.
And you guys also have all your social media stuff that people can look up you guys as well too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So we're on Instagram at Veriswap, same spelling and name as on my shirt. We're also on the Facebook groups. So if you guys are familiar with a lot of the basketball, football groups, we own NBA Hotspot, Bowman from High Roller. We also have a community-specific group for Veriswap. Same name as the app. Just look us up right there. But appreciate you having me on today, bro. Pleasure to be here at Sport Card Expo.
Yep, definitely. Thank you. And if you guys are still coming either tomorrow or Sunday, feel free to come to Ray. If you have any further questions, hit them up with that. We'll check you guys next time.